Hi, Miss Zilch here, and for this week's art activity, I am going to show you how to make black letters and bubble letters so that you can make your very own Mother's Day card just like mine. Hope you enjoy!
So for Mother's Day, I'm going to be making a Mother's Day card. So I'm going to start off by I have just a computer, like printer paper. You can use whatever you have. A lot of you probably will just have plain paper like this. But what I'm going to do first is start off by folding my paper in half. Okay, and sometimes, the way you want to make your card is totally up to you. I'm actually going to have mine like this so I have more room to write Happy Mother's Day and it can open up that way. So you are probably definitely going to want to use a pencil. Oopsie. And you want to have an eraser. So usually I have my big eraser. I can't find that at the moment, so this pencil eraser will do. When you're creating bubble letters, you always want to first start off by you want to make sure it all fits. It really kind of stinks whenever you're writing a word and you start off way too big and then you run out of room. So I'm going to start off by very lightly writing out the word happy. And I'm writing it really light. Luckily, my pencil is already pretty dull, where it will be easy to erase. All right, so there I have happy. And then mothers. I'm gonna write that one a little bigger. You don't want to put the letters too close together. And if you mess up on a letter, you can always, make it a little bigger. And I'm gonna do a day later. So for Happy Mothers, so now that I have all just like the letters arranged in how I want them to be placed on my paper, I can now actually turn them into block letters. I apologize if you hear that beeping. They're doing some work on my street all of a sudden. Awesome. But anyway, so now we're just going to trace around each of the letters using our original kind of sticks of the words as a guide. So I would watch very closely as I do the H. These I'm going to make more boxy. So when I go around the sticks, I'm going to make a hard like corners. You'll see. So right here. I'm not getting too close to the original kind of line in there. I'm just using this as a nice guide. So I'm just kind of going around until eventually I'm going to trap that stick in there. And you see, I have a black letter H, and I like to do this all at the end, but just so you can kind of see how it's gonna go, I'm eventually going to erase the inside stick. And especially if you have crayons, markers, colored pencils, paint, whatever, when I add color in there, if you do still see a slight line, the color will cover it up, which is really neat. You want to space them out so that they're not touching necessarily. So my letters are going to end up overlapping a little bit, which I'm okay with. If you're not, don't put them that close. All right, so once again, start anywhere, and you never want to get too close to the first initial stick. And if you accidentally make a mistake, hopefully you are drawing lightly so that you can erase. All right, so there's my A. Now I'm going to go around the P. So anywhere that has like an inside enclosed area, you have to add that shape on the inside too. So for this one, I did a little triangle. For the P, it's going to look like that. obviously, if you need to pause the video at any time, go ahead. But I'm gonna keep on moving along. And I'm trying to make sure all the letters on the bottom are kind of lined up and along the top. Okay, now that I have trapped all of my original letters, I'm going to erase them. Now I have the word happy in nice black letters. So mothers, I will go ahead and do in a more bubble letter style so that you could see what that might look like. So instead of being like hard around the edges where I'm like more boxing it around, these I'm just gonna kind of be more flowy. So it's just gonna be curved all the way around. And so you can see I kind of ran into my H there. I'm just gonna act like the N is above it. And same thing with bubble letters. You just end up erasing that line on the inside. And I'm gonna continue that for the rest of my letters. So going around the outside of the O. And then around the outside of the T. And you can kind of see I'm making it a little longer than I was, so I might have to redo some of these letters. But for now, I think I can wing it. Okay, so I think the E and the R and the S I'm gonna have to kind of redo, making the word mothers a lot larger than expected. They're just like longer, and that's okay. Okay, back to the E. And the R. Don't forget to enclose that area there. And S's are always my fave. Kind of fun. And then the apostrophe. And so when you're erasing, you're gonna see the importance of drawing that first, when you first wrote out Happy Mothers, how important it is that you drew that lightly, okay? And so now I have a nice happy in black letters, mothers in bubble letters. And when you do yours, you can do all bubble letters, all black letters. It's totally up to you. And something else fun I kind of like to do is I do like to change up the way that I write each of the words. So now I'm going to do like a little cursive. And so obviously this might be super advanced for some of you. Some of my older kids, you might want to try it out. But I'm going to do like a cursive. I'm going to do, you know, this is all going to be in lowercase. And kind of spaced out. So obviously that might be kind of challenging for some of you, but that's something when you're older that maybe you want to look into design and stuff. Okay, and so now that I have my basis of my card, now here comes the fun part where I can add some color. So you can add color however you want. Moms usually love flowers, so I think I'm gonna go in and add some flowers. Maybe add like a nice rainbow, maybe a butterfly. Just think about things that your mom likes and try to add stuff that she would like to see. Think about her favorite color. Maybe that's how you would like to add color. Okay, So I'm going to speed this up while I go ahead and add color.